Let's see. So we can do our next archetype skill. Represents a character's business sense and their ability to make profitable bargain. Coercion. It represents a character's talent to manipulate other people through intimidation. Carouse. Represents the ability to resist negative effects applied by some poison. We're going to do that.
Sometimes you consult the appropriate treatise on Tactica Imperialis and weigh every step.
And we're going to do Medicae
you just fire
for
your
Abelard.
And save the day.
The Emperor protects. With each step, I forge my destiny among the stars.
Alright, to the Navigator Sanctum we go. So let's see. I'm not used to how fast this loads, honestly. I'm impressed.
And so, he will enter the halls of the blinded guide and witness the radiance of the final dawn through the cracks and fall victim to a whim of fate.
Master, watch your head. Idira, would it be too much to ask that you phrase your soothsayings plainly for once? That was too close.
Sorry, old man. The voices are so loud I can't even hear myself. They shriek, they sing, they... Oh, Abelard, how they sing!
This is Idira Tlas, personal psyker and diviner of Her Ladyship Theodora von Valencius. Idira?
I'm not drunk, old man. I'm suffering the effects of the warp that is seeping through these walls. I see the ship's fate. To die in the waves of the immaterium, fall under the burning rays of the final dawn. And in the roaring blaze, I see a figure standing. Who is it? I have no answer.
The entity in your consciousness shrinks and crawls in deeper, its claws scraping against the walls of your mind, as if the presence is trying to hide from the seer standing before you. A diviner, are you?
The voices from beyond the threshold whisper to me. Sometimes their murmurs are clear, they grant insight. Sometimes they drive me mad. But I am patient. I know how to listen and discern. But now, with this clamor around me, too many voices, too loud. And you, von Valancius, are a sorcerer too, just like the other one. Lady Theodora must have grown so fond of psychers she wants one to replace her.
Officer's frequency. To all who can hear me, those with a weapon in their hands are to gather on the officer's deck at once. I repeat, gather on the officer's deck at once and prepare to launch a counterattack.
That's Edelthrat. Oh, Emperor's Providence. The other heir lives as well. Quickly, we must head to...
Not so fast, old man. If we drown in the warp, Lady Theodora's heirs won't be any good to us. If Edelthrat's like me and hasn't yet surrendered his mind or body to the mercy of the warp, then he can still hold on a little longer without us.
Blast it. You're right. First, we need to deal with what is happening here.
What are you doing here?
The whispers called me. The ones I could make out among all the screams and screeches. Those who are rocking this boat hit us where it hurt. They went after the Navigator, our guide through the warp. Other whispers called me to the Engineerium, but it was too late. I heard the cry of our Master Cog, and the silence that followed.
What? You don't mean the Enginseer Prime is...
Said, without a doubt. And the voices wail, heralding countless nightmares, cackling at each soul among the hundreds that are now joining the warp. The shriek from the Navigator's sanctum was louder than the rest. And it's better that we saved the Navigator than some lever puller from a cooling module or a cook from the middle decks.
I want to see if the Navigator is well.
Oh no. No. Nothing is well about him. Can't you feel the chill crawling on your skin? The eyes watching you? The warp ice has already encased the bulkheads. What follows is calamity. But we're not just going to stand here and take it, are we? The state of things in here suggests there's a Navigator around. Maybe one who's crippled or at death's door, but still kicking. And since our skin hasn't peeled off our faces just yet, his third eye must be closed. At worst, it's a little roughed up. So what are we moping around for? Let's go protect that noble mutant while we're still alive.
Alright, protect the Navigator.
I am at your service.
Get everyone involved here.
The Emperor is with us.
I will take you down.
What an unfortunate turn of fate.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Will do. But of course.
Analyze enemies.
At your beck and call. I took care of this one. Someone else can do this. Indeed.
Oh, come on, that was a waste.
Rejoice in service. I cannot
Freaking
comply.
crap, I missed. Give Abelarde voice of command. Not a very good sharpshooter, are you, buddy?
Will do.
Oh crap, I had friendly fire.
I'd rather not. I've seen worse battles than this in my time. Let me help.
Your age will not be forgotten.
That's not the Seneschal's job. At your beck and call. Victory is imminent.
Nice, the big guy is down.
And so let this be
There we go,
war.
finishing him up.
All who oppose us.
The creature in the chair appears as if it has become one with his throne. You see pink, parchment-like skin stretched between the seat and the limbs that have too many joints for a normal human being. The navigator is breathing heavily, the air whistling as it exits through the two dark, gill-like slits on its cheeks. The creature's eyes are shut, the two ordinary eyes as well as the third one that sits in the center of its forehead. I believe Master Vespiatus still lives. Abelard flinches at the sight of the stretched skin and the dark marks on the face of the creature. The servants are dead, but the chamber think the Emperor is still sealed from the warp. Well, we will have a chance of leaving this place alive. What is wrong with him? Wounded, exhausted, fighting back the endless horrors of the warp that are forcing their way into his head. Pick one. The navigator stirs, barely able to lift its head, and half open its normal eyes. A dark drop rolls from under the closed lid of the third eye and down its face, leaving behind a black trail. Your time is short. The voice is coming from the Vox scroll at the base of the bizarre chair. It is unclear how the navigator is able to produce human speech. You are in need of help. We have to get you out of that chair. Suddenly, the navigator's body starts thrashing in place. It lurches forward and falls back into its seat. Then thrusts forward again as its bones crack and its skin tears open. However, the fusion between the body and the chair appears to be stronger than these wild impetuses. The mutant remains seated, but leans as far forward as he can until his layered raiment, slowly turning crimson. The grill's slits burst open, forming two hideous, screaming mouth-like pits. Fall to your knees, mortals, and behold the final dawn. It came from beyond, his body is not his. Adira's scream is echoed by the silent cries in your head. The unseen creature triumphs at the side of the navigator, succumbing to the paroxysms of corruption. Its march thunders under the burden of hopes. Unseal your hearts, and I will flood your souls with myriads of words and meaning, each one a portent of salvation within me. The navigator continues to convulse violently in his seat, shrieking and cackling, but then his fit stops abruptly. His face is drenched in black and crimson. The dark ooze from under his third eyelid has turned from a trickle into a stream mixed with the blood coming out of his nose, and there is purple swelling around the eye. Run! Flee from this place while I still have the strength. The words come out of the Vox as a labored rattle. I can contain the intrusion, but not for long. We must begin the translation. Leave the warp, but it can't be done without the Master Helmsman's help. Who torments you? The Edge. Kneel before the ascent of a new champion. When the rite is complete, the shell will burst, and thousands of mauls will accept the sacrifice, offered to the edge of daybreak by the bringer of twilight, the one marked by the will of the gods. Each word rings through your head like the tolling of a bell, as if countless voices have joined in, screaming into your ears. For a moment, you lose your bearings. This unholy chorus must be trying to confound you with words not meant for this world. What is that supposed to mean? Alright, a sacrifice offered. Oh, my heart tells me that Kunrad was not deterred by a defeat in the warring chamber. What? Kunrad betrayed Lady Theodora? Adira clutches her head. How is that? How? He was loyal as a dog. I didn't hear a thing, I swear. The navigator, or rather the thing that is so determined to seize his body, erupts into mocking laughter. The footfalls of the bringer of twilight are veiled by the wail of his masters. Tear out your eyes, she who has become the champion's servant, for you need him no longer. The navigator is still alive, but barely so. What do we do now? The Senescal gazes at the figure in the chair. The ship can only begin the translation with the assistance of the Master Helmsman, if he is still alive. It is worth a try. We must get to the bridge, but we will need support. Our only option is to fight our way into the officer's deck and join forces with Ethelthred and his people. I believe we will also find Lady Theodora there. She must have heard the call to arms that the servo scroll relayed to us earlier. Adira reaches her hand out toward the navigator. Pulls it back at the last moment. Vespiatus, good luck, and thank you. The navigator does not give her a response. Black tears, mixed with blood, are streaming from under the closed eyelids, and the Vox at the base of the chair is bellowing out static, interspersed with distant echoes of otherworldly laughter. So we gotta go talk to the navigator. We've done that,
We
so
shall reclaim what is
we move
rightfully
forward.
ours.
Then we gotta go. No, have we gotta go this way? Locked door, yeah. We gotta go the other way.
Let the faith guide my path to glory.
To the officer's deck. We'll move that to cargo. We'll move a gun, an extra gun, and an extra axe to cargo. To the officer's deck we go. Famous last words.
I shall pity not your enemies. I shall heed not their pleas.
Somebody shoot these.
I shall betray not your tenets, nor stray one step from them. Take not your gaze from me. Leave me not without your grace.
I told you he would protect us.
My God, my light, my emperor.
The white-haired warrior turns to face you, her dark eyes blazing. The weapon quivers in her hands, and for a brief moment it seems she's not going to stop and will in seconds continue eliminating every target she sees, starting with you.
Sister Argenta! Sister Argenta, it is a relief to see you. We require all the forces we can muster.
Your face, it is unfamiliar. Who are you?
I will introduce myself after you do the same.
Allow me, Sister Argenta, sacred warrior of the Adeptus Sororitas. Sister, this is Master von Valancius, a member of the Rogue Traders House.
The hour is dark and daunting. The ship abounds with corruption. The faces of friends who are twisted by sneers of heresy. The eyes of comrades ignite with the archenemy's hunger. I will do what I must to halt the advance of the dark forces. But in these dire moments, little can be trusted. So I must know, why are you here?
Sister, I beg of you. Now is not the time for interrogations. The ship is under attack by heretics. We've been betrayed by our esteemed Master of Whispers. Edelstrad the Heir is waiting for our aid, and Lord Captain Theodora is expecting a report on our success. We are here to deal with the situation. So I suggest we all do just that.
The Senescal is right. There is no time for talk.
Very well. We may leave it at that. For now. I cannot wait to rain righteous fire down upon each and every heretic.
What is a warrior of the Adeptus Sororitas doing aboard a rogue trader ship? Your orders serve the ecclesiarchy, do they not?
Sister Argenta is a guest of the Lord Captain. And that story deserves its own time and conversation. Under more appropriate circumstances.
Enough idle chatter. I am where I must be, and that will suffice.
Who are these people with you?
Overseer of Middle Deck AL-84, my lord. We were rounding up everyone we could find in the attack compartments when we ran into an ambush. Just about every enforcer fell. These are the survivors.
We must get to the main hall of the deck.
Through this door. I shall join you, for it is my duty to the God Emperor to destroy this heresy.
We will follow. For now, we will hold off any heretics who might try to crawl in through the cracks to join the main assault. And we'll take a look at the generators while we're at it. Those villains made a mess of the cables. Oh, I wish we had a Tectomat with us. but we'll see what we can do without one.
Good to hear it. Sister?
Ready. May Terra's light illuminate our path through fire and darkness.
Alright, so that's going to do it for this session of Rogue Trader. If you enjoyed, make sure to like, subscribe, turn on notifications, and I'll see you next time as we go to the officer's deck here in Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader. Thanks for watching.